The opening contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first from Reykjavik, Iceland, weighing 235 pounds, Gabriel Armstrong. Welcome back to Tuesday Turmoil. Once again on commentary, it's Winslo. Joining me yet again, we got Tay. Tay, how you feeling?
You know I'm feeling fantastic. I'm excited to be here on another incredible installment of WZWF.
Oh, indeed. This A and B block tournament has been terrific, so. And his opponent from Iowa, weighing 115 pounds, the rejected Skye. And he's still a sandwich.
So Seth, I have to ask you, how does it feel to know that you are responsible for Skye being a sandwich?
Am I?
You let him taste glory, and now he's tasting subs.
Let him taste glory. I mean, yeah, he went on a winning streak, and he was normal then, and then we took a break, and now he's a sandwich. That's not my fault.
Yeah, you took away his opportunity to be the best, and now he's this.
He was never the best. He lost the title.
But he had it.
Well, either way, as a sandwich, unsuccessful so far, 0-2 in this tournament, but thought out the gate here tonight.
Was it? No, this could be it. Never mind.
I hitting the ref. Gabriel catches him. Head scissors.
Almost looked like Skye was confused there.
Ooh, leg drop to the inner thighs. That'll stretch.
Got him on the
line.
sesame seeds.
Sling blade rolls into a drop kick.
Okay, thank you, ref. I was gonna say.
Yeah,
it's hard to see what he was doing there.
Referees and cameramen need to get on the same page here. But Gabriel, the complete opposite of Skye thus far in this tournament. 2-0 start. Very impressive.
I think Gabriel looked like he went low there for the shin, but Skye caught him high and he got a little bit of offense in. Gabriel tried to turn it around, but Skye dominant again.
Roundhouse.
I never understood Skye's proficiency with kicks.
Yeah, I think it's because he's so bony.
But he's got like hand knives that he uses, you know, like ejects his thumbs out the bottom of his fists.
Yeah.
But
I mean, think about with how bony he is. Think about how pointy that knee is right there, just driving it into the ribs. A disaster kick from Skye. Slingshot thrust kick with a kip up.
And right back to the knee. Gabriel keeps coming back, but Skye keeps having an answer for him there.
Skye just stomping the spine.
Slamming his face first in the mat.
Went for the big knee drop, but misses. Bottom rope lion salt across the back. Skye right back in control.
So it's opening match, you know, Skye's got a lot to prove here, and Gabriel's got everything to lose. Both men willing to give it their all. The adrenaline's pumped through their veins.
Skye slingshot forearm. Much like the knees,
another pin attempt.
Bony elbows. Gabriel out at one yet again.
Very ironically, makes Skye a very dangerous close quarters combatant.
Moonsault from the top, misses, and Skye delivers a drop kick to the spine.
Showing off a little bit.
Getting fired up. Big kick. Running kick to the chest. What's next? Sends him into the corner. Skye going for that signature power slam, but no good.
Gabriel had him scouted there.
Gabriel trying to fire out here. taking Skye into that far corner. Skye, nice counter. Takes off running, comes back, knees to the spine.
Ooh, drops Gabriel like a sack of dead potatoes, as opposed to living potatoes, who would be jumping into the fryer.
I agree. Skye here, in control. He's got to capitalize. Takes him back to that corner. Gabriel an elbow. So you can only imagine Skye's looking for that power slam again. But the afterglow and the big kick.
I was gonna say, when are we gonna see one of these competitors bring out their best? And Skye was first with that lightning quick.
Gabriel out at 2, but Skye rocked him there.
I'm saying part of what makes Skye so dangerous is the fact, he's so kick-based, you don't see the afterglow combo coming.
Skye wisely rolling out of the ring here. Gabriel to the top. Big tornado arm drag.
All of it rolls to his feet, but you gotta imagine landing on the Vietnamese concrete like that. That's gotta do some damage to you. Well, it's only a matter of time before we see whether or not that damage is worth it.
Gabriel sliced bread. Very fitting move to use against a sandwich.
Ooh, spear.
And then a big spear.
To skewer with the olive on top. If we see a faction between these two, are they the Sandwich Bros?
No.
If Skye's a sub, will he be Ciabatta?
Absolutely not. Not sure what Gabriel's planning here.
I'd say he overthought it, and Skye trying to capitalize. Skye overpowering Gabriel there a little bit.
Gabriel, a drop kick to the knee, though. Skye has him up on the shoulders, fireman's carry, and hangs him across the top rope.
Going for that bit again.
Gabriel out at 2, but look at the welts on his back.
That's it, like we talked about. Skye's got those bony weapons of his. And every shot he's finding purchase.
Gabriel setting up in the corner. A cyclone kick. But again, you gotta wonder, does the sandwich cushion it? Now, could he be looking for Destino? Hooks the leg.
The 1-2 combo. Is that gonna be enough?
Skye out at 2 with force. Gabe to the top rope. Looking to follow it up immediately. The 054 connects. Gabriel knocking off Skye.
Skye taking beating after beating. Getting back to his feet every time, but the 054 coming to end his victory ambitions. Congratulations, Gabriel. You fought hard, bearing the scars of battle. You earned this win.
The following B block contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing 240 pounds, Wolfman, Kenny Adams. Kenny donning his original, that black and green attire that we've seen him wear throughout the majority of his time in the WZWF. Recently been rocking that white and black, but fortunately 2 losses in that, looking to go back to his origins here. He looks fired up.
Oh, and he hasn't had much success in the WZWF so far, but he's got the look. He's bringing back a change. He's fired up, and then now could start his winning streak.
And his opponent from Laredo, Texas, weighing 240 pounds, Javier Morales. Javier making his way to the ring. Like you said, though, with Kenny, you know, not the most success, but the one thing that we've always been able to guarantee about a Kenny Adams match is it's sure to be a banger.
Oh, 100%.
One of the most
skill,
talented all-around competitors just hasn't been able to show that killer instinct needed to finish.
And the way he can just, you know, bring the best out of his opponents every single time.
We are underway here in the second contest, and collar and elbow tie-up, starting things off very traditional. Javier showing some power, throwing him to Kenny.
Quick to meet him.
Enziguri from Javier.
Honestly, both men very similar size. Both pretty accomplished high flyers.
Indeed, so the same weight. Kenny with just a 2-inch height advantage. Very, very similar statures. Obviously, Kenny a little bit more technical. Javier a little bit more athletic. But pretty evenly matched in the power department.
A lot of this now is just going to come down to, you know, how these styles clash and who's got that little bit more fire within them.
This is the third time we've seen Javier get the advantage in that collar and elbow tie-up, and you got to imagine that's going to start getting under the skin of Kenny. Has him up, power slam.
Right, get under the skin and, you know, make him. It's got to put that seed out there.
Early in this match, Javier pulling out one of his signature maneuvers. Float over power bomb.
Just taking it to Kenny. Kenny trying to get a little bit of momentum back.
Kenny spearing him off the apron. He chases him to the outside. Not going to give him any time to rest. Targeting the leg of the high flyer. Obviously a great strategy. Here throws Kenny back in.
I thought Kenny was going to go right for the stairs. Kenny trying to recover outside the ring, and that Javier took his eye off the prize there, and now he's going to pay for it.
Kenny knocks him down. Calls for him to get to his feet.
What are we going to see here?
A springboard knee.
Javier takes all of it.
Top. Huge frog splash. Going for a cover here. Javi out at 2.
Went back to his feet. But Kenny overpowering him there. Driving with the turnbuckle. Oh! Did Javier misjudge a punch there?
Not sure if it was a misjudge or a taunt.
Either or, now just taking it to Kenny.
Running drop kick to the spine. Clotheslines from Javier. Catches that leg, sweeps it. Javier is rolling.
Is that going to be enough?
Kenny out at 2. Floats over. Laredo bomb again.
Into a pin. Is that got to be it?
Kenny out at 2.
Whoa, whoa, ref. What was that? Seth, did you see that?
I did. Javier went for the cave-in at the same time that Kenny went for that drop kick. Neither man connecting. It's Kenny gaining control out of that extreme.
That would have been absolutely devastating for Kenny if that would have landed. That could have been a match ender, a career, threatening injury.
The cave-in from Javier. Will
It still
that
blows
be
my mind.
enough?
What, ref, what are you doing?
Kenny out at 2 again.
If that ref was an intern, they're going out back.
Big back body drop from Javier. Thinks that might be enough. Kenny out at 2 yet again.
Kenny kicking out multiple times, but you gotta imagine he's got to be taking damage here. How much more can he possibly have in the tank?
Kenny catches that forearm. Irish whip. Leapfrog. Big drop kick. Lion salt from the Wolfman. Javier out at 2. Kenny, he's calling for something. What's he got in store? The double underhook has him up. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stormbreaker.
Is that going to be it? Is that going to be enough?
Referee. The referee just continuing to assault our competitors. Kenny to the top. Phoenix splash, no good. That is a catastrophic error. Standing shooting star.
Kenny back to his feet, but you gotta imagine
Kenny.
that's gonna. Oh,
The pedigree on the floor.
right to the Vietnamese concrete, making Javier eat the concrete that almost took out Kenny right there.
Throwing Javier to the timekeeper's area. Big knee drop.
Well, it looked like Kenny caught himself on the corner of the barricade there.
No, just breaking the eye with his foot. Kenny's gonna have to get back in the ring here. Javier, possum kick.
I was gonna ask, is Javier gonna look for a count-out victory, or is he gonna take inside the ring?
Javier's out on his feet. The referee's at 9.
Ref giving him time.
And makes it in just in the nick of time. A bulldog from Javier. He's heading up top. Might be looking for the spiral star. No, a huge diving foot stomp.
You gotta imagine if the ref didn't go out to try and call to Javier, that could have been it. Kenny would have walked away with his first win.
Back up. The spiral star connects. That is all she wrote. Javier, another impressive victory.
The Wolfman giving his all, Stormbreaker, pedigree, kicking out of multiple moves, but Javier, just too much for him to handle.
Another incredible match.
Indeed, and Javier is going to look to carry this momentum into his next match, while Kenny, unfortunately, that might be it for him.
Coming up next, women's division action. The following contest is a first round match in the Women's Championship Tournament. Making her way to the ring first from Cocoa Beach, Florida, weighing 115 pounds, Anarchy Cat. Here comes Cat, Mrs. Westy, the First Lady of West Zone, looking for her singles debut.
All set. Very impressive showing in the Battle Royale, coming up short. But
just short
this
against
could be
Jennifer Jenkins.
But this could be her time to, rise to the ranking, especially with Jennifer getting knocked out.
And her opponent from Guadalajara, Mexico, weighing 113 pounds, Isabella Valdez. Right. Isabella's making her way to the ring. Like you said, with Jennifer Jenkins being eliminated in the opening match, like, I got to imagine Kat's successful here in this match. She's got to be the odds-on favorite.
Oh, 100%. But
After how impressive both her and JJ were in that Battle Royal, for JJ to be gone, like, I had that thing already booked as the finals. It's gonna be Kat versus JJ at the pay-per-view, but surprisingly, again, Malika James upset victory last week over Jennifer Jenkins.
it's gotta make you wonder. I mean, we can't look past Isabella. You know, yeah, she had a pretty poor showing, getting eliminated second.
Here's what we have to think about is that we can't look past any of these 8 women. I mean, you know, we've never had a women's division before. All 8 of these women, brand new to this company. They debuted in a Battle Royal. Not even a traditional match. So, you know, it's hard to really gauge from there. And obviously we see that. And Jennifer Jenkins wins the Battle Royal. Looked so good doing it. And she lost.
Right? Could be, you know, either one of these women have a high chance of losing, you know? You never want to see it, but Kat could give it her all, and it might not be enough.
Drop kick.
The underdog Isabella could easily come away with it, and vice versa. That's part of what makes this match, you know, and this tournament so exciting. These are wrestlers we've never seen before, doing things that we've never really seen.
Exactly, but one thing we can never do is count out Kat, especially with the secret weapons in her arsenal, the signature, almost just potentially life-ending maneuvers of Westy, the Crucify. Isabella to the top rope, calling for Kat. Diving DDT. Kat has not been able to gain much momentum in this match, and a huge Jungwoo dropkick.
Looking like you spoke a little too soon there. Kat almost angrily stomping and kicking at Isabella. Ooh, and met with a drop kick.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, what's going on here? We hear the music, but I don't see anybody coming out.
Isabella looks ready to fight, but Kat going for a sneak attack, but Isabella almost sensed her coming. Oh, Isabella dragging her to the rope, ref getting in the way a little bit there.
Another big drop kick from Isabella.
I say, did you see that evasive maneuver of Isabella? That was incredible.
Big splash, no good. Ensaguri from Kat, picture perfect.
Caught her on the bounce. That's got to be brutal. Isabella firing off of those kicks again.
Stepping on the back, big drop kick. Kat
Isabella going to the corner.
Running Meteora, but Kat evades. Isabella might have tweaked her knee there, but Kat missed a drop kick.
Yeah, I wondered.
It has beautiful cover by Kat, but Isabella out before the one.
So has the damage been too much? Did Kat, you know, give up under the pressure there, under the pain? I'm sorry.
An impressive Rana there. Kat, another Ensaguri. Heading to the top rope. Huge dropkick attempt, but no one's home.
Isabella sidesteps and kicks Kat in the face. Oh!
Kat evades the moonsault. Both these competitors taking huge impact onto the floor. Ensaguri again. Now gotta speak about Kat the same way we spoke about Skye, just those so dominant with those kicks unexpectedly.
100%.
The crucifix! But out at 2 is Isabella, but that move, a precursor. Kat, it's time to crucify!
Oh, into the turnbuckle. She's got to be out.
And out at 2. That almost looks incensed.
She used the 2 best moves in her
Heading to the
arsenal,
top
and
rope.
Isabella kicking out at both.
But Kat getting caught by Isabella there. Etches that forearm strike. STO. Big impact. Kat calling her to her feet. Irish whip ducks under. Leapfrog. And a huge hip toss.
That looked like she was going for something in the corner, but changed her mind.
The referee hindering Kat running into the ropes, but now just getting draped by Isabella.
Ooh, kick out at 1 there. A very defiant kick out.
Ooh, and a big counter. A stiff kick. And that's it. Kat with just a knockout kick countered that knee strike, and when Isabella landed in a lunge position, Kat was kicking her head off.
I'll say very impressive.
The following B block match is scheduled for 1 fall. Making his way to the ring first from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 295 pounds, Winslo, Seth Allen.
And here we are. The match to end all matches. In B block, there are 2 men who stand undefeated, and now one of those men will fall. Will it be Winslo? Or will it be his opponent tonight, Spencer Shaw? Either way, Seth looks ready. He's been training all week for this match. Look at that athleticism, that confidence on him. He's ready for anything that's going to be dished out and ready to answer with force. Here we are, his opponent tonight.
And his opponent from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 217 pounds, Spencer Shaw.
And here is his opponent tonight, the brother of one of our former wrestlers. Spencer has seen quite a bit of success with the WZWF so far, being undefeated in our tournament tonight. And he's looking here to continue on with that momentum. But is he going to be able to conquer one half of the greatest tag team there's ever been in Winslo? I don't know. But he looks more than ready to try. Both men ready, and here we are. Oh, meeting up in the middle of the ring. Ooh, Seth getting the better of that exchange, going for the waist control here. Spencer trying to fight out of it. Spencer getting desperate, but Seth just won't let go. Seth's gonna get the takedown. No, Spencer overpowering, getting waist control himself. I'll say it's surprising. Winslo, a very technical wrestler, being outmaneuvered here. Oh, I spoke too soon. Seth with the head grab into a chokehold of sorts. Ooh, answer with a knee to the spine. Seth dominant in the exchange, showing why he is a technical wizard. Ooh, fisherman suplex into a pin. Beautiful. Spencer kicking out at one, but Seth here setting the pace of the match. Irish whip into the ropes. Seth's down. He's up. Ooh, and brutal snapdragon, absolutely grounding Spencer here. Spencer's gonna need all the luck his bright pink pants can bring if he's gonna be able to conquer Winslow in his fluorescent, almost green. Seth going to tweak the knee there. Take away the power base. If you don't have that, oh, we got a roll up here. Oh, Seth kicking out at one. That's usually a signature move we see in Winslow's arsenal. Now Spencer just surprising him by whipping it out. The roll up, that is, not something illegal. That's in case this doesn't work out. Anyway, Seth catching the punch there. Headbutt. Ooh, Spencer flipping through, but too slow. Winslow catching him. Irish whip into the rope again. He's down. He's up. Oh, and he's caught. Spencer kicking the inner thigh. Hip toss, grounding Seth, and Spencer giving a little bit of a taunt there, showing a little bit of pizzazz. Whoa. Yeah, a middle rope springboard DDT all the way across the ring. I almost took out Winslow there. Possum kick. Now Spencer raining elbows, incredible athleticism, super kick. 1, 2, and Seth kicking out at 2. Spencer, a very surprising mix of athleticism and power. Definitely not something you'd expect. Honestly, he looks a little bit more like a technical wrestler like Seth, but definitely leaning into that more surprising offense. Now Seth going for a pinfall attempt of his own. And Spencer Sexton now probably dead. I don't know. I haven't really emailed him recently or at all. But anyway, Seth's got him up. Middle of the ring, power bomb. Seth pointing to the sky in defiance. Another fisherman suplex here. Seth looking absolutely incredible. Going to the middle rope for a diving axe handle. We're building up speed. Oh, going for a clothesline, but Spencer rolled through, but Seth called him. Ooh. A suplex of his own. And now the momentum shifts again. Whatever that was, I'm gonna call that move the pork roll. And surprisingly, Seth kicks out. Very brutal maneuver, the pork roll. But not brutal enough to win the match. But anyway. Ooh, very interesting takedown there. Now dropping the knee on the back of Winslow's head. You know, this is honestly a very smart play by Spencer. Ooh, single leg kick to the face. You know, Seth, a very, experienced veteran here at the WZWF. He's faced off against plenty of opponents, seen all sorts of offense, all sorts of styles. To Spencer, if he really wants, take it to Winslo, he's got to hit him with something he's never seen before. I feel like that's what we're seeing here. But Winslow's got to stick to his tried and true here. That power mixed with that technical precision. Look at him now targeting the arm. Ooh, one shot to the head. Oh, and now Winslow's calling for it. The hidden blade just absolutely connecting. Spencer's got to be out cold here. 1, 2, 3, and he is. Winslo once again dominant. Now, the leader, the undisputed champion so far of B Block, Winslo. And then going forward, he's going to have to look to carry on and continue that momentum, while Spencer is going to have to try hard. He can't let this loss define him. There's still a chance for him, but Winslo is going to be very tough to top here.
The following B Block match is your main event of the evening. Making his way to the ring first, from Harlem, New York, weighing 267 pounds, Big Shane Barker. Oh, let me tell you, Tay, Spencer Shaw, one hell of a competitor, and that Canadian rack DDT is no joke.
What's a Canadian rack DDT?
That, when he had me on his shoulder and he flipped it into a DDT.
Oh, the pork roll. Yeah.
The what?
Why do you call it the Canadian rack DDT?
Because that's what it's called.
No, he rolled you in the croissant into the ground, onto the grill.
We'll talk about this later. And his opponent, from River City, Iowa, weighing 180 pounds, the Music Man, Jonesy. Right, here comes the hip-shaking badass Jonesy.
Look at him, a former champion looking to reclaim his path, his destiny, and wear gold again. And he's going to have to go through Shane Barker to do it. Also, I need to apologize to a few people. Turns out that Gabriel Armstrong is also undefeated in B Block.
He is indeed.
I was just so excited for my boy.
I appreciate that. There's 3 people undefeated left in this tournament. Me and Gabe in the B Block and you in the A Block.
I'll say it's been rough, and honestly, I have a few tough matches ahead of me as well.
Jonesy getting the better of Shane here.
I'll say very impressive. Not something you really would expect to see, especially with the massive size difference.
And now Shane with a complete arm control. Yes, Shane, a 15-inch height advantage, an 87-pound weight advantage.
And just the musculature on this man, just
Jonesy
everything.
Such a wild card.
Right, taking after one of his best friends and his mentor, Zach Westy, and being absolutely unpredictable. A dominant, charismatic force. But now that unstoppable force is meeting what could very well be an immovable object in Shane Barker.
And showing some technical prowess here, just wrenching at the arms, but with this being our main event, of course, after this, we look forward to the next Friday Night Fury. Wait a minute. Shane just stalking him, waiting for him to get to his feet. Collar and elbow tie up. And Shane now just backing him into the corner. But this coming Friday, of course, A Block continues. A couple of incredible matches that I'm looking forward to. Tay going one-on-one with Angelo San Martino. And of course, we would be remiss without mentioning our boy, the unpredictable Zach Westy, going one-on-one with Prisoner 114.
Both matches looking to be, honestly very competitive. Well, San Martino, and Prisoner 114 haven't had,
Suicide dive.
incredibly stellar records. Both men have been proving to be very tough competitors.
And of course, Prisoner 114 currently in a three-way tie for second place in the A Block with Westy and with Charles. Charles, of course, will be in the main event against Idrunas Trudnovsky.
That's going to be a very, that's an interesting trio to be a part of. And, it's going to be interesting to see if the Prisoner, can topple Westy.
Jonesy throwing Shane into the steps. Looks like he'd be content with the count-out victory.
Oh,
Shane's
Shane
gotta get
not
to his
stirring.
feet. He's stirring now. He's in at 8. Jonesy waiting, has the arm. A big shot from Shane.
Just taking it to him.
Of course, as well as those A-Block matches, our tag team tournament will continue on Friday when we have Antoine and Omar Hernandez facing off with Monkey and Feige.
And that's going to honestly be one incredible match.
The shooting star from Jonesy.
Picture perfect and beautiful, but just not quite enough to keep Shane Barker down. See Shane getting thrown into the corner again.
Big DDT. Next Tuesday, our B Block action will continue. Shane Barker squaring off with the Wolfman Kenny Adams in our main event next Tuesday. D. Jonesy, back-to-back weeks in the main event, this time facing off against the rejected Skye.
And that very well could be a victory for Skye.
Wait a minute. Big Shane setting him up in the corner. That cross hammer, that forearm to the back of the neck, just a blindside strike. Might be it. Jonesy could be out cold.
I'll say if I know anything about Jonesy, he's not giving up that easy.
Jonesy out at 2. Jonesy, oh my God, spreading the legs. Taking the deep breath. The Nutcracker.
I'll say Shane hit him with his best, and Jonesy returned in kind.
But Shane's slipping out at 2.
But that hit was clean and it was fierce. Is Shane gonna be able to fight back? Or is he just prolonging the inevitable? Ooh.
But of course, we can't count out the power of Shane. He could be just one move away from changing the complexion of this match entirely. Obviously, we know from the past Shane, devastating choke slam capabilities, but as well as a new powerbomb he's been working on that we've yet to get to see in action.
I said we very well could see it here tonight.
Big
He might have to pull it
elbow.
out if he's gonna want a chance to be able to top the Music Man.
Shane firing himself up. Went to spear, missed. But connects with a punch. Drapes him across the top rope and just clubs him into the ground. Jonesy going face first into the floor.
A little bit
Oh,
of
Shane
blood.
just caught him. No, Jonesy slips out of the choke slam.
I'll say that very well could have been it if it connected. Jonesy, very wise to get out of it.
Jonesy going for a Skye-like power slam. He's heading up top, but Shane to his feet. Big punch connects. But Jonesy a Hurricane Rana.
Fighting
Shane,
through the pain and another punch.
too slow to capitalize. He kicks out at 2. Really thought Shane was getting that momentum in his grasp when he had them goozled for that choke slam, but big DDT. It looks like
But that's the
Jonesy
thing about Jonesy.
might have some blood on the side of his head.
Listen, you can't count Jonesy out every single
Shane,
time you think
the
it might
choke
be it.
slam!
Oh, did I speak too soon? Or
That
is Jonesy about to pull
devastating power.
another miracle right here? Jonesy staying alive.
But we got to talk about the force with that choke slam. I mean, having Jonesy 7.5, 8 feet in the air, and Shane just dropping to his knees, complete follow through on that slam. And
I think
Shane is fired up. Wait a minute. The big man heading to the top. A huge strike from the top. That might be it. Sheer impact alone. Jonesy stays alive yet again.
I say he might need to whip out that power bomb here and soon.
Shane calling for something. Has him by the throat again. The second time. But Jonesy slips again. That choke slam not having the success that Shane needs.
Honestly, but that's the thing about Jonesy. He's fast, he's slick, he's smart.
Jonesy with a roll-up. Oh, but Shane out at 2. I almost thought that was it.
I'll say he's...
Big back kick.
That'd be one of the very few successful roll-up attempts we would see here.
Jonesy going for that power slam again, but countered yet again, going to the well way too many times. Shane might be looking for that cross hammer again. It connects, just a dead sprint. Wait a minute. Wait, we saw this last week. The crowd chanting, "Who are you?" It's a goddamn photographer again.
I'll say on Jonesy's payroll. Is it going to work out this time?
Blinding him. And Jonesy capitalized. Has him. Power slam.
I'll say it's what he needed to be able to connect finally.
Oh, Shane. Big counter. Irish whip.
Jonesy catching it. Getting back into the ring.
Shane, just a throw. Not even a suplex, just a lifting throw. Shane outside, heading up top. Diving double axe handle. Pops up, fall from grace.
It looked like
Could that
Jonesy
be it? No.
Looked like Jonesy was about to fire up, but Shane was ready for him. Caught
that
him.
Devastating power bomb we were talking about. Shane went for the WMD, but Jonesy catching it. Wait, Jonesy spreading the legs again. Taking the breath. The nutcracker. The ref letting it happen.
Honestly, see, it's not a nut shot if it's theatric, you know?
Shane stays alive. What an incredible main event we have for us here tonight. Drop kick from Jonesy.
I thought that was going to be it right there.
seen Jonesy hit that nutcracker twice. That impressive shooting star. We've yet to see him connect with that superstar. As for Shane, we've seen the chokeslam. We've seen the fall from grace, that new power bomb of his. Both of these men might just be one move away. Shane, a running knee to the face.
Shane almost looking like the match is starting to wear him down. But Jonesy is lively and spry as ever.
Jonesy loves operating on. He's setting him up again. A third time. The nutcracker.
I'll say it's a hard move to counter with your legs open like that. Makes you wonder, would it be different if Shane just moved?
And Shane out again, surviving 3 nutcrackers. Jonesy still electing to not go for that super stomp that's won him his matches so far. Running drop kick from Shane.
Makes you wonder, is he thinking he doesn't need it? Like maybe, he's showing a little bit of arrogance here, not wanting to whip out his best for someone he might feel is a little bit below him.
Up. Pops him up, fall from grace.
And just sickening landing.
1, 2, 3. Shane Barker victorious in the main event.
Absolutely beautiful power bomb.
What an incredible match.
Say, both men almost had it won numerous times, but it's big Shane Barker finally coming away with a win.
Fall from grace, so impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here for this incredible night of action. Winslo and Tay, thanking you guys as always, and we will see you on Friday. Good night.